Let's take a look at the chart action for Ethereum. In this video, we're going to be talking about this flag pattern that I'm looking at right here on the 4-hour time frame, and I think we could also look at this uptrend right here. If we break that to the downside, I'm going to show you some levels to watch for some targets. If we come down, maybe we could put in some limit orders. Alright, so in my last video, we were looking at a target of approximately 5,400. We have a big, huge triangle pattern, something like this. And I was saying if we could break this top trend line going to the upside, then I'm going to be looking at the top to the bottom of that these two trend lines right there. And we can target from the top to the bottom right there, drag that to the breakout, and that's where I pretty much get my target from. Right now, we're pretty much sitting at this top resistance line right here. We have been for the past couple days. So we haven't really got a breakout yet, like I've been waiting for. But what we could look at right now in the meantime is we have support right here. We have support right here, and we have a little bit of support right here. We also have this 9 moving average right here. We broke through it a little bit on the daily time frame a couple times over here. It kind of faked me out a couple times, but it looks like we're still getting support on it, and we got support right here. Let me zoom in. It faked me out these days, and then we got support on it. We started bouncing on it again. We got a wick down, got support on it right there, got a bounce up, came down, got support on it again, bounced up. Right now we just bounced on it again. I'm looking at an uptrend going right here on those support levels. So we have support right here, and support right here. Let's see how long we can ride this uptrend going to the upside, basically. Until we break this uptrend going to the downside, I'm assuming that we're in an uptrend and we're going to continue to head up. But like we've been talking about, we have resistance right here, and resistance right here. So right now we're just kind of waiting. That's what I've been kind of doing, waiting for a breakout to the upside or to the downside. We've been talking about this $5,400 level. What would we do if it broke to the downside? We could possibly do a Fibonacci retracement from the bottom to the top of this little trend here, going like that, and we could look for a possible retracement bottom to the top. Let's do a Fibonacci retracement just for fun. I'm not saying that this is the top or if we're going to get a correction, but these are the levels we could watch if this was the top, or if we're going to get a correction in general. What I like to watch is the 50% level. This is sitting at around 3381 right now. And you can see we actually got support on it right here. We got actually bounces right on this level right here and bounces right here. So what I might do is do a limit order, something like at 3381, or maybe even a little higher, maybe at 3400 or 3420, maybe somewhere around there. Let's do a horizontal orange line right at this support level right here. We could put an orange line there. For orange, you glad I put a limit order there. And so maybe like 3,415, something like that. That's where the bodies are on that daily time frame. I would say, I mean, I'm not saying that we're for sure they're going to go down here or that I'm going to sell and take profits down here or anything like that, because we haven't broken that trend line going to the downside or even going sideways. And like we did over here, we broke it kind of going sideways. So I've kind of stayed away from shorting Ethereum, but what we could do, let's say we wanted to dollar cost average, like we wanted to buy more Ethereum right now. What we could do is put a limit order right here. Since we haven't broken to the upside yet, it's not for sure that we're gonna break up. We might come back down but anyways, let's say we just got a quick wick down to these levels right here. Then we would have had our limit order set. We wouldn't have had to worry or hit a market order for those little quick wicks. Because sometimes it'll wick down real quick and then we get a lot of support and it comes back up like really fast because we're in a bull trend. So, I mean, and that's another signal that we are in a bullish kind of trend, is when we do these little wicks. We'll do a wick down and then get pushed back up. Kind of like this candle right here. We wicked down really fast and then we came back up. You could see it probably on the daily time frame a little bit better, or the 4-hour time frame. This candle right here, we got a quick wick to the downside and then we got support back up. Like it couldn't hold below this level right here. It kind of seems like we have a support zone, maybe something like this. I'm kind of curious. Maybe we can watch this support on the 4-hour time frame, this support and this support going to the downside, and then we also have maybe a downtrend from this resistance and this resistance. In general though, this kind of looks like almost a flag pattern. We had a big run, and then now we're getting consolidation, a tightening pattern, kind of tightening wedge going to the downside. That actually looks kind of like a falling wedge pattern. If we break that trend going to the upside, if we could break this downtrend going out of it, that might be a sign that we're going to start breaking out of this daily trend that we have been watching for the past couple days. We've been waiting for Ethereum to do something, but it's been kind of just chilling right here at the top of this trend line right here. The other area you might consider setting up another limit order would be maybe 3519, or maybe that's what I would kind of consider, because it's at the 38% level. So, or maybe even a little bit higher than that. Sometimes I like to put a limit order a little bit above these Fibonacci levels, because sometimes I'll get them, I mean, it'll come down and not hit it perfectly. It'll go right above it and won't fill the limit order. So sometimes I like to put them a little bit before the Fibonacci. That's another little tip that I would say. But yeah, this pattern actually looks pretty good. So I don't know. I mean, right now I already have a position, so I'm not really worried. But if it starts to break this trend line going to the downside, then maybe I'll start watching these levels. And we also have this uptrend. Let's go back to the daily. Let's delete the Fibonacci and these orange lines. Actually, let's keep the orange lines. Okay, so let's say we break this uptrend going to the downside. We also have this support right here and this support right here, giving us an uptrend, something like this. If we come down, we might be able to find support on this level here. Like I said, this is that lines up pretty much with that 3414 or maybe 3535 level. These are the levels that I'll be watching if we break to the downside. But if we break to the upside, I am targeting this level at 5,400. So let's see which way we break, if we go up or if we go down. Alright, if you like that video, make sure to click on this video right here. We're going to be talking about Ethereum to Bitcoin. I like watching this chart to see which one is winning, Bitcoin or Ethereum. So click this video right here and we can go over it right now. Alright, see you in the next one.